Hello, my name is Tom Wilson. I'm the author of Next Stage and the host for the series, How to Create the Life You Want. I hope you've been enjoying this series because you're now entering session 6. Boy, we're moving past. And I'm hoping that each of these sessions has found some important piece of information, an insight, a idea for you to use and to create the life you want. I mean, after all, at this point in time in our life, isn't it important that we now take charge and create the life we want? I hope you've enjoyed these sessions and are getting lots of value from it. And I'll ask you one simple question about this time, about the things that you need to do to change, improve your life. If not now, when? So let's start. All right, ready? Session 6. The focus of today's session is on identity. You know, these 5 questions have been important for a lot of reasons. They not only give us some insights, a bit different aspects of what is changing in our life and things that we can do. I had a client of mine say that it gave them a roadmap, a way of beginning to think about and moving forward with what their life is. But they were struggling with one question. The question was this: who am I going to be? I'm no longer defined now by my job. I can't say I'm an executive, a consultant, a salesperson, an assembly worker, or whatever you were. But who do I say that I am? So this session is going to translate, if you will, what we learned under purpose into things that you want to do to describe yourself, your identity, your brand, your elevator pitch, call it what you want, that helps you begin to describe what the way you are. And it's really important to begin to look at how you may change your lifestyle, going back to where you live and how you are and who you affiliate with, so that it's integrated in and within that concept of your identity. So today's very important to help you understand who you are and the elements that are so critical to defining that self, both to yourself and to other people. You know, our identity is often tied up in how we explain to other people what we do. Our identity is reflected in our lifestyle and why we do what we do. Our actions speak louder than our words. So as you examine those things which provide you the greatest sense of meaning and address other issues like your financial conditions and your relationships and, frankly, your healthy habits, you can define a vision for yourself and for your lifestyle that integrates all of these elements that we've covered to this point. When you translate this vision into a short expression, think of it as an elevator pitch, it's your identity of what you want to be known for, as you describe who you are and you think about who you are, and you will be able to easily and honestly and confidently answer the question, so what do you do? Let's look at some ideas here. Who are you? I'm going to have you do another exercise. You know, we've been doing each of the sessions, done a little exercise. I'm going to describe to you a number of people who have discovered what they love. Now, as you hear these voices, notice what happens inside of you. Which one sets off a little gong or a ping inside of you that this is something that you want to think about for you? It is something that resonates well. So as we go through this little exercise, and you'll hear each of these voices and just as they describe who they are, you have an opportunity to identify 2 or 3 of the most important ones, the ones that really, really resonate with you. So now let me ask you, keep a notepad handy, because as we go through this, I want you to note who those folks are and relax. Listen to these characters. See if you can recognize someone who is like you, someone who sounds like you, or frankly, who you want to be. I love my job, and I love to tell people what I do. I love the people I work with. I love the things we do. This is really important. I also like the paycheck and the extra benefits you get from working. I mean, I'm going to be doing this until I'm not, until as long as they want me. I want to keep working as long as I can. I just love working. Well, I'm an advisor. You know, I left doing a long time ago, and I have now found my role that I help people get really good at what they do. I am their mentor, their guide. I don't do it for them. I make that really important, but I help them do their best. You know what I really like about this? I love watching them succeed. I get so proud. I'm an advisor, mentor, teacher, guide, coach. That's who I am. Well, some people just call me a jock. I guess that's what I am. I love my sport. I love the competition. I love getting better at what I do. When I'm out on the courts or the track, something just comes over me. I just so get into it. I love to learn about it. I love to watch it on television. I love to do it. I imagine myself on the field when I watch it in others, and I can't wait to get out there myself. I get better at what I'm doing. Boy, and I am working every day to beat my personal best. I'm a jock. I'm an athlete. Have you got a minute or maybe an hour? I'm going to tell you about the most amazing trip that I just got back from. You would not believe what we experienced. Wow. Simply wow. Oh, and hey, can I show you some things that I brought home? These are I call these my trophies. It reminds me of that experience. I pick it up and hold it. It takes me back to where I was. These are amazing. Oh, and let me tell you where we're going next. To say it simply, I am at my core an artist. I love to create. I love to bring these materials and reshape them into something amazing. It's like transforming the universe. Although I usually work alone, what I really enjoy is seeing the expressions on others when they see my work. I watch their eyes, I watch their movement, I watch the revelation that sometimes comes. I may be bragging a bit, but you know, I love to see as an artist. I love to play music. I'm a craftsperson. I'm a writer. I'm an author. If you can't find me, look for me in my studio. I believe, no, I know that the work we do here is changing the world. There is so much need out there, and I see where I can help, and I can see where you can help. We can make such a difference together. I received so much. Now it's my turn to give back to others. I love what I do because I see its impact on the lives of others. Some are far away, some are next door. You ask me why? Come, spend a day with me. I'll show you why. People laugh when I tell them I'm thinking about moving closer to the college campus nearby. I've taken, I've taken over 40 courses online, and I've got so many more I want to do. I don't need a degree. I'm not doing this because of some career thing. I'm done with that. I just love to do a deep dive into what interests me and see where it goes. I feel like a kid in a candy store. There are so many courses that I can now take about everything. I follow one, it leads me to another, leads me to another, and it's fun to get lost in the journey. There's so much to learn out there. I wish I had started earlier. I woke up this morning, and you know what? I had nothing to do. And I love this. Each day is new, is different. Hey, and I'll see what happens next. Oh, no, I'm not bored. Not at all. I have so many projects and activities. You can't categorize them all. You know, I'm a free spirit. I'm a dabbler, a dilettante. Hey, you know what? If I don't finish something, so what? I can do whatever I want, whenever I want to do it. Have I shown you the pictures of my grandchildren? They are the cutest, best kids in the world. I help my children who are very active in their careers by freeing them up a couple of days a week from their kids. I get to be with my grandchildren and they get to continue to do their work, do their careers. It's a different kind of relationship now. We have so much fun, and I just love to watch my little ones grow and learn and laugh. They make me laugh every day. They keep me young. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about becoming a big brother because I love this work so much. I know that I could make a difference for someone else. That's who I am. I'm a guardian. I'm a resource center for my kids and for others. There is a higher purpose to life. I am on a quest to find it, to immerse myself in it, and to grow. Well, I'm not doing this every day, yes, but you can call me a seeker. I look for the spiritual teachings, the messages all around us. I look for each experience to be something of a wonder, something that as I think about it for myself, I am changing, growing, developing, experiencing something that is truly remarkable. I stop, I listen, I feel the forces that surrounds us. I am a seeker. I sense my continual growth and awakening. That is who I am. So which one stood out for you? Did you hear yourself in any of these voices? May you see yourself in a combination of these characters. This means that you can create a portfolio of lifestyles that may reflect how you want to spend your time. So, as we go through this thinking process, this discovery process, there's three things you can do to translate these discoveries into a new identity for yourself. First of all, summarize what you have experienced here in a short 3 to 5 words or sentence or short sentence that tells someone else that's something important about you. In other words, it's a short phrase. Um, be honest with yourself. In other words, your honesty comes through because it's something that is, in fact, meaningful to you. It doesn't have to be meaningful to others. You're not looking, remember, we're not looking for approval from others. We're looking for what is honest for ourselves. And also make it something that's interesting, that it makes someone want to ask you more. Now, as you go through this and you shape this and you try it out for a while, then test it out, massage it, sort of like you're creating something from this. shape it, test it out with other people, get people's feedback, see what they think, see how you feel about it. Remember, this is yours. It's not anybody else's. It doesn't need to meet anybody else's satisfaction. It just becomes what you really enjoy. And then you begin to look at your life priorities and organizing your life, the things you're doing, how you spend your money, how you spend your time, how you spend your energy around this theme. Rebecca came up to me one day a few weeks ago, and she said, Tom, I read your book. I loved it. And now I know who I am. And I said, that's great. Who are you? And she said, I'm a food philanthropist. I said, wow, that's wonderful. What's a food philanthropist? Well, she told me that she loves cooking and that it's a great outlet for her creative energy. But she often cooks more than she or her husband can, or frankly should, eat. So she found a source that will take the meals that she prepares and make sure that someone will have a hot, healthy meal for that day. She does this about 2, sometimes 3 times a week, because that's what makes her feel good. And it also does good for others. This is her identity. It's short, it's honest, it's catchy. I'm a food philanthropist. Someone once asked me, what is mine? Well, you remember when I was talking about the things I love doing back under purpose and how I love researching and things like that? Well, I found that time is what I'm doing with you now. I've done all this research, all these things about identity and health and exercise and relationships and whatnot, and I'm sharing those things with you. So I saw myself, as I went through this exercise myself, as a AAA player. That's who I am. I'm a AAA player. I'm an author. I've written a bunch of books and I love writing. I'm an author. I'm an advisor. I still do consulting. I still work with people. And I'm an adventurer. You know that traveler? When I listened to that voice, I said, that's me. I've traveled, my wife and I have traveled to amazing places. And once this pandemic is over, we've got more places we want to go. So I'm a traveler. I'm a AAA player. Tom Rush, singer-songwriter who once sang a song with these words: you grow old when you replace hope with regret. Let me say it again. Listen to this. You grow old when you replace hope with regret. You know, we have a choice for how we live our life. And this, perhaps more than any other time in our life, we have the responsibility to keep our sense of hope alive. Hope means that we look forward to things, we anticipate things we want to do. You get excited about what it is that you're engaged in. You're doing the things that actually provide you meaning. And in that, you find hope. You take care of some things that are important to be done. You accept the things as they are, because there are certain things you need to do, because that is your responsibilities, but that is who you are, and that's important. And they don't necessarily define who you are. It enables you, in fact, to be that real and honest person. So this concludes our 6 sessions. You've now been with me through each of these sessions. You've looked at all the things that we've covered, look at the questions we've dealt with. What have you discovered about yourself? What do you want to do more of, less of, or differently, or continue doing because you fill in the answer? The next session and the last session will then walk through how do we develop a master plan for ourselves to help you guide you through the changes to make the changes that you want, to hold on to the things that are valuable to you, and to let go of the things that no longer matter. I hope you've enjoyed this session. This is one of my favorites, partly because I love doing the voices of the characters, but also because of the importance of that last phrase from Tom Rush, that keeping hope alive We keep repeating and not replacing hope with regret. Regret means that there's some things that you wish you had done, but you can't do anything about it. I look at this as if some things you haven't done, well, what can you do now to do them? Because this is your time to do those things. And that's why it's important for us to think about our lives as an opportunity to do things that will be meaningful and engaging and enriching. Ties us back to our sense of purpose. So, as I said earlier, our next session, and it'll be the last session, or session 7, will help you build a master plan, a series of next steps. How do you take in all of the things that you have done? So your homework assignment is to look over the materials that we've covered to this point in time, pull your notes together, do any additional work that you need to begin building on. And keep a pad of paper handy, because in the next session, we're going to be working through some exercises and some worksheets that hopefully will lead you to a really important place, a new beginning or a renewed beginning. Because what do we call this stage of our life? Reinventing adulthood? Yep, that's what it is. So I hope you have a very meaningful day and that you found this session to be something as important as I have. I hope you enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.